Good morning.
In this moment, in this place, I see God in every face. In perfect love we gather round, standing here on holy ground. Grateful that we are together, grateful for all that we are. Grateful that we are together, grateful for the love and the joy that we share. So hold this moment, hold this space, for we are held in perfect grace. Being together side by side, feel the floodgates open wide. Grateful that we are together, grateful for all that we are. Grateful that we are together, grateful for the love and the joy that we grateful that we are together, grateful for all that we are. Grateful that we are together, grateful for the love and the joy that we share. We are grateful. We are grateful. We are grateful. We are grateful.
Jesus Christ is here, lifting us up to our own Christ consciousness. Let us begin with prayer. Mother, Father God, as we come together this morning in community, may we be open and receptive to the inflow of Spirit, knowing that together we walk and we learn and we are lifted into that higher consciousness of light and love, so that we may shine our own light in this world. And we thank you for the many opportunities given to us to shine. And so it is. Amen. Amen. Well, welcome everyone this morning to Unity of Austin. I'm going to share our vision statement. I've been sharing our statements, our vision statement, our purpose statement with you on Sunday, so you will know who we are. So we are an open and welcoming community, growing together to be a positive force for good in this world. And we create those opportunities for people to discover the truth about themselves. And the truth about themselves is that we are each divine. So we are a welcoming, inclusive community. And we're glad you're with us, whether you're here in person or for those of you who are joining us online. All right, let's sing.
Hey, we're going to sing I'm Choosing Heaven today. Yes, please stand. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing love. I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing love today. I am walking the road of heaven right now. I'm choosing love today, choosing grace now. I'm choosing grace today. I'm choosing grace today. I am walking the road of heaven right now. I'm choosing grace today. I choose compassion today. I choose compassion today. I am walking the road of heaven right now. I choose compassion today. Choosing joy. I'm choosing joy today.
I'm choosing joy today. I am walking the road of heaven right now. I'm choosing joy today. I choose abundance today. I choose abundance today. I am walking the road of heaven right now. I choose abundance today. Choosing heaven. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now. Woo-hoo. I'm choosing heaven today. This next one is called I Open Up. A little more reverent, so go within with me. I open up from my heart. I open up from my heart. And I allow right here and now. I open up from my heart. I open up to the one. I open up to the one. And I allow right here and now. I open up to the one. I open up and let go. I open up and let go. I open up and let go. And I allow right here and now. I open up and let go. I let go. I let go.
Please join me in our blessing of all faiths. Our God is love, our race is human, and our religion is oneness. And you may be seated. Good morning, Unity of Austin. It's great to be here with you, and thank you for being part of this Unity community and sharing in our Sunday service. We know you have many options on Sunday morning, and we're glad you're here with us today. And it's nice to see faces of new people, so welcome. I am pleased to say that that the city of Austin is currently at low risk level for COVID. And having said that, we want to affirm that what we are doing here at Unity of Austin is in the flow of what it takes to keep our risk level low. So for everyone's well-being, if you have any questionable symptoms, we always ask that you participate in Sunday service on Facebook live stream or on YouTube. And for fully vaccinated people, masks are optional, but recommended. And if you're unvaccinated, N95 masks are required and available at the entrance. So please remember, when possible, to maintain 3 feet of social distance. And thank you for taking care of yourself and others. And by now, I know everyone is getting the Shine the Light email. But just in case you're not, we encourage you to reach out to our church office and sign up for the weekly e-newsletter. It's a great way to stay current about what's going on here at Unity of Austin. And I am making an effort to keep announcements brief, so that is a great place to pick up on the things that I am not talking about today. So, did you know that our Unity of Austin community stays connected throughout the week? And they do that on Facebook live stream. So Monday through Thursday at 9 a.m., our Unity community stays connected through Reverend Carol providing a 7 to 10 minute prayer and meditation. And what I've been making a point to join is on Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. Reverend Carol provides a great midweek message with a peaceful meditation. It's great to see some of our church members there during the middle of the week. And tomorrow evening, and every third Monday of the month, Sisters of Myrtle Fillmore meets from 7 to 9 p.m. This is a great group of women that focus on growing spiritually through a monthly program of loving support. And if you're interested in attending, you may contact Patty Ivy Bliss for more information, and her contact info can be obtained through our church office. And again, Sisters of Myrtle Fillmore meets the third Monday of every month, and that is tomorrow. And we are always thinking of our children, and it's nice to see them here. If you have children in your life or know of someone who does, we recommend catching The Spark. This is the Unity of Austin Youth and Family e-newsletter, and it also contains the Youth and Family Sunday lesson from one of our Youth and Family Ministry teachers, and they bring a short version of the Sunday lesson called Kids Play. It's great for uncles and aunts and all those people in children's lives. And now we would like to put a spotlight on the sacred service that takes place here at Unity of Austin. This is where we get to show who we are by pointing out the various ministries, programs, and people who volunteer and share their love for our church community. And this week, we thought we would spotlight a ministry which takes place continuously at Unity of Austin and has taken place continuously here at Unity of Austin since 2005. It started with 12 members and originally met for 34 weeks as a disciple Bible study. After the study ended, the 12 participants enjoyed their study together so much they wanted to continue to read and study together. And this was the beginning of the Tuesday night book ministry. And to give a little more insight and information about this book ministry, I'd like to invite Patty Ivy Bliss to give us more information about this ministry. So if you would, please give a Unity welcome to Patty Ivy Bliss.
Thank you, Marlo. So, we are, I don't know what to say, but the Tuesday night book study is my favorite part of every week. I look forward to it and turn down other offers and opportunities to continue to join my friends at Tuesday night at 7 p.m. And we're about to start a new book called Unity and World Religions by Paul John Roach. Sorry about that, Paul John. And let me tell you a little bit about it. So, Paul John Roach is a native of Wales and has degrees from Jesus College at the University of Oxford and the University of Wales. He's traveled globally, and he's been a Unity minister since 1988. So he also has a Unity World Spiritual podcast. And here's a review about this book. It's called Informing and Inspiring. I've always wanted to take a course in world religions, and this book was a fantastic journey through that topic. It was even better than a purely academic approach because it was driven by the beautiful purpose of finding the common ground. I love how the author's enthusiasm rings out through the shared personal experiences. I so enjoyed this book. So I'm really excited about it, learning how Unity teachings compare to other world religions and talking about all of our 5 principles and being able to share with other people that are always asking me, what is Unity? I've never heard of that. So I'm hoping to be able to share more fully because of this book. And I invite everyone to join us Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. on Zoom. And Gayla Harris, who is so busy here doing so many jobs, and we love her so much. She is a fantastic facilitator for our book study and just keeps us on track and keeps us on topic and encourages us all to share. And we have such a marvelous time. There's a core group of us that have been coming very regularly for years, but we really want some new faces to show up. So reach out to Gayla by email and ask for the link so you can join us Tuesday night at 7. Thanks.
Thank you, Patty, and thank you, Gayla. And thank you to all of those who've continued this book study going since 2005. I'd also like to say that I know that the book study is easy to join at any point in time because they read together and they share and openly go through the book together. And you don't have to make every class or every time they meet. And it's a fun group that actually really enjoys being together. So with all of that, I'd like to give a little Unity blessing to the Tuesday night book ministry. And if you all would join me, I'd like to say, Tuesday night book ministry, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ in you. And now it's time to meet and greet the Christ in each other. So please remember, we recommend greeting with fist bumps, elbows, in place of hugs.
3. One life living is you and me. One love loving is you and me. One love loving as you and me, 'cause God is all there is. One life living as you and me. One light shining as you and me. One love loving as you and me, 'cause God is all there is. I'm shining from the inside out. I'm so happy. I just want to shout, woo! One life living as you and me. One light shining as you and me. One love loving as you and me, 'cause God is all there is. One life living as you and me. One light shining as you and me. One love loving as you and me, 'cause God is all there is. I'm shining from the inside out. I'm so happy. I just want to shout, woo! One life living as you and me. One light shining as you and me. One love loving as you and me, 'cause God is all there is. One life living as you and me. One light shining as you and me. One love loving as you and me, 'cause God is all there is. One life, one light, one love. One life, one light, one love. One life, one light, one love. God is all there is. One life, one light, one love. One life, one light, one love. One life, one light, one love. God is all there is. I'm shining from the inside out. I'm so happy. I just want to shout. One life living as you and me. One light shining as you and me. One love loving as you and me, 'cause God is all there is. One life living as you and me. One light shining as you and me. One love loving as you and me, 'cause God is all there is. God is all there is. God is all there is.
Our daily word is thoughtful. And together we affirm, my kind thoughts and deeds are a blessing. And our message reads, today, I bring the love and peace of God to all of my encounters by being thoughtful. More than politeness and deeper than kindness, thoughtfulness means I consider the comfort and happiness of others equal to my own. My intention is to let loose in my life know what they mean. My intention is to let those in my life know what they mean to me. I may reach out to someone who needs an encouraging word, letting them know they have what it takes to succeed. I may surprise someone with a kind act, anticipating a need and taking care of something for them before they have to ask. Each thoughtful word and act lets those in my life know how important they are to me and how worthy they are of my time and attention. And our Bible verse today is from Hebrews 13:16. Do not neglect to do good and to share what you have, for such sacrifices are pleasing to God. Now let us prepare for meditation.
In the silence there is peace. In the silence there is unspoken joy. In the silence there's release from a world full of chaos and noise. So I wait for these precious moments when I hear all all that could never be said, and right here in this holy silence I find God. I find God. I find myself.
As we move into this time of meditation, I invite those who are online that if you have any prayer requests, to put those in the comments. Of course, here in the sanctuary, we have prayer request slips out in the foyer. So now let us begin to get comfortable, gently closing our eyes. And let us move our attention to that breath. That holy breath, breathing in gently, following that movement, allowing our bodies to relax as we follow its path, and gently exhaling, letting go very gently. Breathing in, allowing that sacred breath to fill all those spaces inside, spaces that may be sad or spaces that may be in doubt. Maybe there's fear. Perhaps there's discomfort or anger. Allow that sacred breath to fill those spaces, to fill them with that love and peace. And as we gently exhale, letting go, simply letting everything else go. Allowing ourselves to come to this moment, this present moment. Breathing in to that center. The lyrics of the song we sang this morning. We open up from our hearts. We open up to the one. We open up. We allow. We allow for God to be God in us. Breathe in that holy breath, allowing it to move us closer. Letting go of all else. In this moment, being wrapped in that womb of love. Let us go into the silence where God abides. Into the silence. today, I allow the love within to express through me and as me. Today I know, as I live the truth, knowing that God is all and that I am an expression of the divine, that I can never be separate from that. I let my light shine. Today, I say thank you. Thank you for being that presence within me. And so it is. Amen. Now I invite you to allow your breath to bring you back into this present moment, and to close out this time of prayer and meditation with the Lord's Prayer.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And leave us not in temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen.
This song is called Amazing Things, and it was written by Janice Stanfield and Megan McDonough, and recorded by several artists, including Michael Gott. Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. You will do amazing things with the choice each new day brings, and with every breath you take. Bless the promise that you make. The reason you live is there in every gift you give. Love your life, love your dreams. You will do amazing things. do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Oh, the places you will go and the people you will know. Don't worry when or where or how. You don't need to know that now. You're on the right track. No need to look ahead or back. Just enjoy what this day brings. You will do amazing things. Sing it with me. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. You sound good. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. You don't have to work it out. Just stay in the here and now. Let your mind rest for a little while. Sometimes deepest answers come when you're out there having fun. So take a breath and close your eyes and smile. Here we go, join me. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. You sound so good. I want you all to join my choir. Thank you.
Thank you. That was beautiful. Beautiful. Y'all did pretty good too. I'm impressed. We're going to have a big choir this year. Yeah. All right. Let us start with our affirmation. Now, of course, we affirm things not to make them true, but because they are true. All right. Let's go. My true self is ever new. I am eternal light, love, and joy. All right. Let's do this again. My true self is ever new. I am eternal light, love, and joy. All right, one more time, and let's really align with it and say it like we mean it. All right. My true self is ever new. I am eternal light, love, and joy. Amen. Yeah. All righty. So, an older woman's at the grocery store, going through the aisles. She's going down the cookie aisle, and she notices a mother with her young daughter in the cart. And the little girl wants some cookies. The mother says no. The little girl starts whining and fussing, like they do when they get told no. And the mother says very gently, "Now, Monica, we're halfway through our shopping. It won't be long now." She's very gentle about it. And so the woman continues to do her grocery shopping and meets him again down the candy aisle. And again, the little girl wanted some candy, and the mother tells her no. she gets a little bit more upset this time, so she really starts crying. And yet, the mother says very gently, "Now, Monica, we only have 2 more aisles, and then we'll get to check out and go home." And so the older woman continues and finishes her shopping, goes to the checkout, and finds she is behind this young mother and the little girl. Of course, the little girl's grabbing at the stuff at the checkout, all the gums. When the mother tells her no, that was it. She just had a meltdown. Big old tantrum, like toddlers do when they get told no. We've all been there. And yet the mother very gently says, "Now, Monica, we are checking out. We will be home in less than 15 minutes, and we'll be able to take a nice long nap." So she checks out, and they go, and the other woman checks out, and she sees her putting her groceries away in the parking lot, and she goes up to her, and she goes, "I'm so impressed, being a mother and a grandmother, with how gentle you were with little Monica. She's so lucky." And one goes, "Oh no, my daughter's name's Tammy. I'm Monica." Can you relate? Yes, telling ourselves, kind of calming ourselves. More often than not, though, we don't do a lot of calming. We may do the opposite, feed ourselves other things. But Monica was smart. She was calming herself. So, and that's kind of what I want to speak to you about today. I've been talking about, just briefly, touching on our Unity's principles. And our principles are they encompass a whole range of teachings. And that principle is, Unity's third principle is, human beings create their experience by the activity of their thinking. That everything in the manifest realm has its beginning in thought. Yeah, that whole thing could have gone another way with the little one. Believe me, I'm a mother and a grandmother, I know. But we human beings, we are thinking beings, aren't we? And for the average person, we don't think about the thoughts we think. We just think them, right? Where do they come from? Why do we think the things we think? Well, thoughts create our belief systems, and our beliefs govern nearly every aspect of our lives. Do they not? They tell us how to pray. They tell us how to vote, whom to trust, whom to avoid. They shape our personal behavior, our spiritual ethics. Once our beliefs are established, we rarely challenge their validity, even when faced with contradictory evidence. In fact, the core of our knowledge, we embrace many unconscious assumptions, most of which can't be proven true. Right? The human brain, it's an amazing organ. And once those primary set of beliefs have set in and been established, the brain actually finds it hard to accept opposing ideas and beliefs. It's very difficult for it to integrate that. And we know that, don't we? We've seen a lot of that in the last several years. Especially on the national stage. And this has profound implications not only for individuals, but for societies. And it kind of helps explain why some people hold on to these beliefs and why they want to abandon destructive beliefs. Neuroscience. According to neuroscience, the brain creates these neural pathways, right, based on these beliefs. these consistent thoughts that are powered by our feelings and emotions. Now, from the book Born to Believe by neuroscientist Andrew Newberg, and from Mark Waldman, who's the Associate Fellow at the Center for Spirituality and the Mind at the University of Pennsylvania. Great book. I want to read this excerpt, and it says, to a very large extent, men and women are a product of how they define themselves as a result of a combination of innate ideas and the intimate influences of the culture and environment we grow up in. We come to have beliefs about the nature of being human. These beliefs penetrate to a very deep level of our psychosomatic systems, our minds and brains, our nervous systems, our endocrine systems, and even our blood and sinews. We act, speak, and think according to these deeply held beliefs and belief systems. So it's not just the thoughts, and we're not talking random thoughts. We're talking consistent thoughts. So they don't just affect behavior, but they affect us. And this is something that we pass on for generations. We just went through a book study in my class that I facilitated about the somatic healing of these belief systems and how we are talking generations upon generations upon generations. They have done such damage. You know, our whole chemistry will not naturally lead us to see what is different than what we believe and what is contrary to what we believe or what we want. In fact, our default mode is willful ignorance. But here's the thing. Each person also has the biological power to interrupt these detrimental, derogatory beliefs and generate new understandings, new beliefs, new thoughts. And these new ideas, in turn, create these new neural pathways. You know, that neural circuitry, let's see if I can say it. All right, let's try now. Circuitry also governs how we behave. So neuroscience has proven that we have the ability to create these neural pathways in our brains. And what research has shown is that this can be done through prayer and specifically meditation. So prayer and meditation. Now, this is something interesting that I didn't even know. Within neuroscience, there's a relatively new field called neurotheology, which is the study of what happens in the brains and bodies of people who believe they connect with the divine. So this is also by one of the authors of Born to Believe, the neuroscientist Andrew Newberg, is very much into this new field of study. And it is proving, of course, what mystics have known over the millennium, that a conscious practice of communing with that power within, whether you call it God, divine intelligence, Jehovah, Allah, Great Spirit. There are many names for the holy within. That consistent practice will change your thoughts. And that will change your life. So, change your thoughts, change your life. Sounds simple, not always so easy. As I said, it's not about random thoughts. It is about those thoughts that we have given power to through our feelings, our emotions. Now, you know, we often try to change things from the outside first, don't we? But that's not how it really works, is it? Because change comes from where first? Within. So life is lived from within out. It's kind of like creating that garden. I'm a gardener. And so maybe you've lived in the same place for a long time, maybe decades, and you've not even given the landscape second thoughts. Decide to create a garden. You want to change it. So what does that require? Digging up the dirt, right? Removing weeds and planting seeds. Now, that's not always easy to do. You know, you have to be willing to break open the ground. And sometimes what's there isn't pretty. Sometimes what's there needs to be removed. Sometimes what's there needs to be amended. We have to prepare the soil so that we can plant that which we want to plant, that which we want to see bloom in our gardens. The weeds won't disappear overnight. It may seem like they got there overnight, but they didn't. And some of them will actually linger and really be challenging, really challenging. And just when you get rid of one weed, more will pop up. So it is ongoing, as it is with your thoughts. Eventually, though, what you plant will bloom. You know, many Jews thought of Jesus as the Messiah who would overthrow the Roman authority and then bring them back into the power over their own lands. Well, he was definitely a revolutionary. And he wanted to set the world on fire. But his object was always about the thoughts that we think. You see, it was about the power that lies within you. You are the light of the world. That's his message. We are the light of the world. It is about changing how you define yourself. His mission was for each of us to know our own divinity as he had come to know who he was. Of course, one of his greatest disciples, one that never actually met the live Jesus, was Paul. Now, talk about someone whose life changed, right? When his thoughts were transformed. You know, he was on the road, and he had this experience. And he wasn't always a nice guy. He wasn't a nice guy. His name was Saul when he wasn't so nice. And he persecuted all those who followed Jesus. They were called followers of the way. They were not called Christians. They were called followers of the way, and they were persecuted. And yet, he had a moment of complete openness. And he had this experience of the living, loving Christ within him. And he had a shift in how he saw himself and how he saw others. But even after this experience of God, of the Christ within him, and his life began to change, he still had struggles, you know? It's not easy. You have come from this set of belief systems, this way of thinking. And though part of us knows that that was erroneous and that this is truly who we are, we still struggle with that. And so in his letters to the Romans, you see that. And in some of his writings, you see the struggle. The characters in the Bible continually have this struggle, but it also shows how they overcome it. But in Romans 7:19 and in verses 19 and 22 through 23, he says, "For the good that I do not, but the evil which I would not, that I do. For I delight in the law of God after inward man. But I see my members, another law at war with the law of my mind, making me captive. Can you feel it? Have you been there? I know I have. And I still have those moments. Even knowing who I am, that doubt comes back. Those old messages come back. And the behavior will start to show that. Paul still had a lot of weeds in his garden. We all do. Even Jesus had them in the beginning of his ministry, you know. You know the story about him out in the desert? He had a lot of weeds to pull out there. And it was a desert. Right? Charles Fillmore, our co-founder of the Unity Movement, states that God's great gift to man is the power of thought, through which he can incorporate into his consciousness the mind of God. You see, we aren't just human. We are also perfectly divine spiritual beings, created in the image and likeness of God. And the more we come into tune with that, aligned with that, the more our thoughts align with God's thoughts. You know, we can't always control what happens to us, but we can control what we think about what happens. And what we're thinking is our life at any point. This is a powerful, powerful law. And you always have a choice, whether you're aware of it or not. You always have a responsibility, whether you choose to be aware of that or not. So you are not what you think. You are not just a mind that thinks. You are a spiritual being. And you can choose to identify with the truth, and that will lead you to a transformed life. You know, we get to choose what we sow. It's not easy. You know, those neural pathways we created, we got to create new ones. But it can be done, and it has been done, and it will continue to be done. So the question is, what will you choose to grow in your garden of thoughts today? Thank you.
Carol. And thank you for your message. Our constant practice of communing with the divine will change our thoughts and change our lives. I especially like the metaphor on updating our garden of thoughts and creating our new thoughts. Thank you. Now we have an opportunity to stay connected through our spiritual practice of financial giving. And with love and gratitude, we recognize God as our source, and we receive the many blessings that prosper us. Just as we are prospered, we prosper our spiritual community with our time, talents, and financial gifts. God's good is in circulation and is accomplished with us and through us. So there are several ways you can contribute to our spiritual practice of circulating your prosperity, and you can give through our Unity of Austin website, which has a secure portal. And you can mail a check or money order to our church office, and you may set up an automatic payment through your financial institution. And if you're in the sanctuary today, we welcome you to place your offering in the box just outside of our sanctuary doors. So please join me in our offertory blessing. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, Father, Mother, God. And again, thank you for making this spiritual community the vibrant community that it is.
This song is called Nearer Than the Air by Reverend Michael Gott. It's like the air around me. It's like the sunlight on my face. I feel the love of God surround me. And I am touched by amazing grace. And all I've ever wanted, and all I've ever needed is already there. Closer than the sunlight, nearer than the air. And I breathe in, and I am filled with the Spirit. It is health to my body, it is peace to my mind, it is joy, joy to my soul. And I breathe out a simple prayer of thank you. And my breath becomes a song that is singing all along, that is singing everywhere. It's nearer than the air. Oh, I breathe in, and I am filled with the Spirit. It is health to my body, it is peace to my mind, it is joy, joy to my soul. And I breathe out a simple prayer, thank you. And my breath becomes a song that is singing all along. It is singing everywhere. It's nearer than the air. It's like the air around me. It's like the sunlight on my face. I feel the love of God surround me, and I am touched by amazing grace. And all I ever wanted, and all I ever needed is already there, closer than the sunlight, nearer than the air.
Beautiful. All right, let's bless our children, those that are here and those who are online. Children, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ in you. All right, let us close our time out with our peace song and our prayer for protection. So if you'll stand where you are.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
The light of God surrounds
Us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Thank you. That was beautiful. Oh my God. It's awesome.
Isn't that a great song?
We're starting to get locked in. It just takes a few weeks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah.